I am not ill, but I am sick. I am sick of being witness to killing in the name of peace. Can you not see the irony? How it's repeated again and again and again. Has it made our world safer? No, it is not, and it will not. They say that the best way to defeat your enemy is to make him your friend. That's hard to do when you're busy shooting at each other. Killing in the name of peace is not possible. It is a lie that lets those who profit from war gain more power. As Saudi troops pour into Bahrain, the cries of Algerian protesters fall on deaf ears. Tunisian and Egyptian uprising, once front-page news, is as silent as the children killed by predator drones in Pakistan. Now Libya has taken centre stage. Sometimes, just sometimes, it seems as if certain countries are just waiting to fly a few cruise missiles here and there. But they can't just do that, can they? First, they would need a reason. Something that the mainstream media could latch onto. A problem, such as the destabilization of a region perhaps. Yes, that would do it. Problem, reaction, solution. The Hegelian dialectic. Whichever words you choose, the situation remains. The calculated manipulation of people for nefarious means. As powers take turns to invade and occupy, you could be forgiven for thinking that this is just the way of the world, but it is not. Yes, there will be those who seek to justify such actions, and the usual keywords will be passed from hand to hand. Democracy, terrorism, oil, I'm sure you know the list by now. Yet all of this could itself be a wheel within a wheel. Have you been conditioned to see the world based upon imaginary borders and a cartographer's skilled hand? Here is evidence that the world is flat. Of course there are Philistines who would demand that it is round. The truth is that it is both. We define the earth based upon our understanding. This could be our needs combined with knowledge, or the interpretation that we give to our perception. But perhaps understanding is the honest word. For example, is the surface of the earth 90% water? Or is its surface also under the water? However you wish to understand this, the question remains open to whichever definition you prefer. There's no shame in preferring a simple life over difficult choices. However, definitions also allow us to make comparisons. When the round world appears to stop spinning, history's flat earth maps can be compared. According to convention and the Gregorian calendar, this region was home to the Babylonian Empire many thousands of years ago. Then the Persian Empire stood in its place, not to mention the Byzantine, Khazar or Assyrian rule. Only a few hundred years ago we referred to it as the Roman Empire. Empires may rise and fall, but power, that's a different story. No ruler is complete without an heir, and power is inheritable as cold hard cash. Now we approach the year 2012 and a shift is happening again. The mainstream media talks of revolution. Libya, Tunisia, Egypt are only part of this map. Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, Algeria, Syria are also connected. Iraq, Afghanistan and Pakistan were never out of sight. Iran and Israel wait patiently in the wings. To see the big picture, we need a big map. Beyond countries, there are empires. And with empires there are always rulers who pull the strings of the official figureheads of state. And all leaders have a weakness for flags, something to hide behind in times of trouble. In Bahrain, we've also just witnessed the destruction of their pearl statue. At the same time, France is laying foundations for its Delano Tower. Have I lost you? Forgive me. Symbology, a hobby of mine. Are we seeing a restructuring of Illuminati symbolism? Ah yes, I've used that word. Perhaps you do not like it. Maybe you would prefer names to consider, like Cecil Rhodes or Milner. What I'm saying is that this is not new. What is at stake here is not a president or a prime minister. Do not be fooled into thinking this is a conflict of East and West ideologies, or that the oppressed have finally found their voice. The media will focus upon figures that we have been conditioned to identify with, yet history is repeating itself as it did tens of years ago and thousands of years ago. Our version of democracy was born in Greece. As modern and liberated as that sounds, women had no vote and neither did the slaves. All empires have needed resources, be it coal, cotton, or people. As countries are unified, our imperialistic democracy assimilates them with a thirst. We are witness to the maturing of an empire set in place long ago. Today it is entering puberty, hence its rush to grow up. All teenagers know that rules are made to be broken. But this is not rebellion. This is a carving of humanity by design. I ask you to open your eyes wider and consider if what you see is not only civil war, but also the formation of a new empire for a new world order. History repeats, but things do change. Remember to love.